Hello. Good morning, everyone. I think we're live. I hope we're live. If not, let me know. That would be really good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Monday. It's coffee break, mindful coffee break time. Hope you're all right. Hope you had a lovely, lovely weekend and enjoyed some beautiful sunshine. I'm just going to readjust my camera because it looks a bit weird at the moment. You can't just see my head. That's bizarre, really, a bit disconcerting, floating head. So today, oh, quick intro because some of you are new to the group. Thank you so much for joining. It's been brilliant. We've really grown in the last week. So if you are new to the group, welcome. I'm Jo. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, mindfulness teacher, mindful mentor, and I set this group up to create this lovely place for women to come who want to thrive in their personal lives and their business. So welcome. Monday coffee break time, about 11 o'clock. I come on to do a little peaceful mindfulness break that we can share together, just to give you a bit of brain respite and to get the week off to a really good start. So today, the practice that I'm going to offer you is mountain meditation. And this mountain meditation is very peaceful, it's very beautiful. We create this lovely visualization of our perfect mountain. And it might sound a bit simplistic. However, I'll explain the purpose of it and the benefits, and then we'll get into the practice and I'll talk you through it. So if you've never done anything like this before, it doesn't matter. You can't get it wrong. It's actually not possible to get it wrong. As long as you can sit and breathe, that's pretty much it. So the benefits of this practice, we, believe it or not, we create our own internal state. And that state can be influenced by other people, external world events, news, people's reactions to news, people's reactions to us, people's judgments of us can all really, really kick in and affect our internal being, the way we feel. And yet, with a bit of practice, we can actually create this internal state that is a bit more resilient, a bit more robust, a bit more unshakable. And when we can do that, it starts to feel more manageable. Life starts to feel that we aren't so challenged constantly. We kind of have that inner somewhere to go when things feel a bit shaky. So the benefits then, you can kind of see where it's coming from. If you can change the way that you react to things, the way that you respond to things, because your state feels so much firmer, then we start to make cooler, clearer, calmer decisions that feel better for us and are more kind of resonant and congruent with who we are, who we want to be, the way we want to react and behave and respond. So without further ado, actually with further ado, because I haven't drunk my coffee yet. Good coffee. It's my happy place. Right. So this is really, really simple. Super, super easy. You don't need any special skill or talent to be able to do this. Can't get it wrong. It doesn't matter if there's a noise outside or in the room. It doesn't matter if you need to cough or wriggle or move or any of those things. It's just about taking a few minutes to be and to breathe and to settle. So if you're ready, just getting yourself into a really nice comfortable position, probably sitting is best. Maybe feet on the floor, back relatively straight, not too stiff, not too slouchy. And then just find that comfortable position as you settle your body, center yourself. And then if you feel comfortable, just allowing your eyes to close or just picking a spot on the floor or on the desk in front of you, wherever you happen to be, just so that you can soften and lower your eye gaze. And we're just going to begin the way we begin with all of our practices, whether it's any meditation, any hypnotherapy practice, anything that we do together. We just start by noticing the feeling of the breath. And we notice that breath coming in and then just softly leaving again in its own rhythm. We don't need to change it in any way or make it do anything different. It's just there in this moment for you. And you can sense where you feel that movement of the breath, perhaps. Maybe you notice it more in your chest or more in your stomach. Whatever's there for you in this moment is just as it should be. Just getting that sense of the whole body settling. Maybe you can sense your just shoulders just starting to drop. That grounding feeling as you notice the solid ground beneath your feet, the floor underneath you, the chair underneath your legs, underneath your back. Allowing yourself to settle. And I wonder if you can notice in this moment that right now your heart is still beating. There's enough air to breathe. And your body is basically okay. See if you can just sense into that feeling of being basically okay right now in this moment. You can register that fact of being basically okay. You may not have felt basically okay in the past and might not feel basically okay in the future, but right now, in this moment, you are basically okay. You can still deal with challenges. Notice what's going on around you for the rest of the day. You can just begin in this moment to just let go of any unnecessary bracing or guarding or defending. As you come gently into this moment, right now. This sense of wholeness, this sense of being. We're sitting now, we're breathing now. And as you sit, just observing that body, almost like you're looking at somebody else, sitting, being, breathing. I wonder if you can, as best you can, call to mind the most beautiful mountain you know or have seen or can imagine. Just holding that image and feeling of this mountain in your mind's eye. Gradually letting it come into even greater and greater focus. Observing its overall shape, its lofty peak high up in the sky, large base rooted in rock of the earth's crust, steep or maybe gently sloping sides. Notice how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful both from afar and up close. And maybe your mountain has snow on the top or trees on the lower slopes. Maybe it has one prominent big peak, or maybe a series of smaller peaks, or maybe a high plateau at the top. Just observing it, noting its qualities. See what you sense when you look at this mountain. And when you feel ready, just seeing if you can bring the qualities of the mountain into your own body, so that your body sitting here and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. So that as you sit here, you share in the stillness, the majesty, the massiveness of the mountain. You become the mountain. Rooted in our sitting posture, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body, affording you this gorgeous panoramic vista. Your shoulders are the upper slopes, the arms, the sides of the mountain. Legs and hips, the solid base rooted to the cushion of your chair. Experiencing in your body a sense of uplift deep from within the pelvis and spine. And with each breath, as you continue sitting, becoming a little more a breathing mountain, unwavering in your stillness, completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, unmoving presence, rooted and grounded. And as you sit here, aware of the fact that the sun travels across the sky, the light and the shadows and the colours are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain's granite stillness. Night follows day and day follows night. Canopy of the stars, the moon, then the sun. Through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, as the weather changes moment by moment, day by day. Calmness abiding all change. In the summer, there's no snow on the mountain except maybe for peaks or little crags shielded from sunlight. And in the autumn, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colour. And in winter, maybe a blanket of snow or ice. In any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in cloud or fog or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain. It's too cloudy or rainy or foggy or dark. And none of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come and go. Tourists may like it or not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not, seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, freezing or boiling, day or night. It just sits, being itself. At times visited by violent storms and buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unspeakable magnitude, through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes and the birds sing in the trees once more, and leaves return and flowers bloom in the high meadows and on the slopes. Streams overflow with waters of melting snow, and through it all the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on the surface, by the world of appearances. And in the same way, as we sit with our mountain meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same unwavering stillness and rootedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives over seconds, over hours, over years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of mind and body, of the outer world, and we have our own periods of light and darkness, moments of colour and moments of drabness. And certainly we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies, buffeted by high winds, cold and rain. We endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather all of its own. By becoming this mountain today, we can link up with its strength and its stability and adopt these qualities for our own. We can use its energies to support our energy to encounter each moment with mindfulness, with peace, clarity, equanimity. And it might help us to see that our own thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and weather, everything that happens to us is very much like the weather on the mountain, and we have a human tendency to take it all very personally. But the mountain's strongest characteristic is impersonal. Events unfolding. Neither good nor bad, no judgment, just events unfolding. And the weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied, it's to be encountered and honoured and felt and held in awareness. And holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper stillness and a silence in our own wisdom. And mountains have this to teach us, and much more if we can come to listen. So if you find that this resonates with you in some way, this strength and stability of the mountain in the sitting, might be helpful to bring it in as a regular short practice, which then becomes like a visual shorthand when you need to re-establish your state, root yourself firmly, and know that, like the mountain, you can deal with whatever the day brings. So as we come to the end of this practice, just sensing once more into the whole body sitting as we are here and now together. And then just really gently, maybe bring some gentle movement back into the body, maybe wriggling the fingers and toes, taking perhaps a nice deep breath in, and a gentle release of that breath. And then just softly blinking, your eyes open, whenever you feel ready to. Well done. So that was our mountain meditation. And I hope that something in it resonated today and was useful. And I hope that you find it helpful to conjure up pictures of your mountain as you go through the day or the week. And let me know how you get on. I really do love knowing what people's experiences of these practices are and how they find them and what they notice about themselves when they do them. So let me know. You can message me privately, you can pop something in the comments. Oh, and also pop a hashtag replay if you're watching this later on, so I know who's seen it and when. That's fantastic. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will be with you throughout the week in the group and again live on Monday. Take care. See you soon. Have a gorgeous day. Bye bye.